Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a super quick get ready with me. I'm going to a fun little wine tasting thing tonight with some friends and family, so getting ready for that. We're gonna try using some of the new products I picked up in both the Sephora sale and also a little haul I did from Ulta. So a little bit of a try on, get ready with me haul kind of video. Starting off with e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. We're just gonna put this all over the face. Get a nice sticky base, and I'm actually going to go back to an oldie when it comes to foundation. I've been trying to use more of what I have in my makeup collection, so that means exploring things that we used to love or maybe use a little and didn't give it a fair shot. So we're going to go in with the McGrath Skin Fetish foundation. I've not used this in ages. Hopefully this will be a decent shade. Actually, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. Oh! Might be a little dark, but we can warm it up with concealer. It's very liquidy, which I forgot it was like that. So I'm gonna use a beauty blender. So it's definitely a little bit too dark for me right now, but we're just gonna bring it down the neck. And luckily we're wearing a sweater tonight because it's rainy and gross. I just did 2 more pumps and then it won't matter too much. I've never broken out like this in my entire life, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. I went ahead and bought the Panoxyl scrub to see if that would help. Or not scrub, it's just a face wash. And I think it's helping a little bit, so we're just gonna have to keep plugging away. I'm much more active. I mean, of course I'm washing my face, you know, despite being more active. I just also have changed some other things up that I think are contributing to the outbreaks on my face. Make sure we get those ears. It's a nice light layer. I really like this foundation. It has a little bit of a glow, not too much. I would say it's light to medium coverage. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Actually, I might go in with one more just on the center. More the center of the face or cheeks. I feel like I need more coverage over here. So many freckles, little sunspots. I just want a little something extra. For concealer, I'm going to use Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and just take that on my Hourglass concealer brush to place. And this is the usual steps that I always do, but just placing that where we want it, and then we'll let that sit for a sec when we do our brows to work its magic and cover. But this is a very full coverage foundation, but it also looks like skin, hence Skin Enhancer. This is the shade 1. So I now have shade 1, 2, and 3. And they all kind of have different undertones, but this is the best for when I'm the palest. Pat McGrath. I just read an eyeliner that said that. Anastasia Brow Wiz and Taupe, the usual. Lightly fill in the brows. And I like to go both directions. So I like to go, you know, small strokes back and then forward into the hair to fill in more. And then give them a really nice comb through. Back in with the beauty blender to blend out that concealer. And it really doesn't need that much. I'm tapping very lightly. These products really do their own work for you. And yet another great combo. I swear the Sensual Skin Concealer blends with every foundation I've tried. It is universally friendly. And as a standard, we're going back in with the, oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. I picked this up from Ulta. It's the DIBS Glowtour Duo. So it has a blush and then a contour in it. And I've never used anything from DIBS. So why don't we try this out? And if we don't like it, then we can go in with Milk or Tom Ford. More than likely, we'll do Tom Ford anyway on top. Here it is. We got contour on one side and a little blush on the other. Oh. It smells like chocolate, actually. That's interesting. I like to put stick stuff right on my face, so that's what we're gonna do. Take a little blender brush to bring it down the nose. Okay, we're gonna just stick with that and try to blend that out, and I'm wondering if I should have just used a brush directly on this instead of putting it straight on my face. Hopefully we can just blend this out with the beauty blender, no big deal. Does not blend as easily as the Milk. Maybe it just dries down a little bit faster. Not sure how I feel about it. Let me know what you think. Maybe I think I need to use it a few more times for sure. I am going to follow that up with Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. It is almost time for a new one of these. Occasionally I like to bring bronzer onto the eyes as well to make everything cohesive, and we will set that with powder before we go in with everything else. Do a quick spray of MAC Fix Plus and then follow that with our Beauty Blender just to really cohesively mix all we've got going on together when it comes to the liquids and creams and just like blend it super well. I think doing this and then following it again after the powder steps is going to make everything just look super fresh and nice and natural. As natural as you can be with like a full face of makeup on. Perfect. This is also newer. I picked this up in the Sephora sale. It's the One Size Loose Setting Powder. I just got it in the translucent shade, and so I'm going to use this to set, and this is a mini, but honestly we'll probably be buying the full size once it's time. And focusing this on the T-zones and then the eyes, of course. Gonna go in, tried and true, Hourglass Ambient Bronze Light. So close to being done with this thing. It's crazy. What an accomplishment that will be. Nothing like a good bronze session. See, this I want to go and get laser and get rid of here. And it kind of is mimicked on that side too. I think after the summer, when we go into winter, I think that's the best time to do something like that. So I've heard on my little online research. So I might be trying that out this year. Let's do eyes, just zoomed in a little bit here. Gonna go in with the YSL Couture Mini Clutch. This is in 200. Now I thought this would be perfect since it's wine night. It kind of has pinky reddy browns. So I'm actually gonna start just with the lightest color and then kind of use a whole mix of this honestly to create a little bit of a soft smoky eye. Taking that lightest color onto the lid. Wow. Quick payoff. So these definitely have pigment. I mean, that's beautiful all on its own. Wow. It literally didn't even need blending. That's crazy. Taking a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this pinky shade into the crease and corner. These are insanely beautiful. Wow. I honestly thought this was going to be a letdown. Also, I know in my previous videos I was hoping they'd be like Tom Ford. They're nothing like the Tom Ford ones, but they're very good. They're not like other luxury makeup where it's like, what is this crap? It barely works. These are quite beautiful and blend very well. This is getting kind of dark, the eyeshadow, but I am going to take this darkest shade and just put it right in the outer corner. Light shade one more time. Small blending brush. We're going to take that middle shade here along the lower lash line, just probably halfway. And a little more blendy blend. This is one of the, I mean, I cannot find the words because I do really like this. Such a good eyeshadow palette. I'll be curious to try their other shade. I wanted to start with just the one, but I love to travel with the quad personally. This is what the shimmer shade looks like, I will say. Hold on, that did nothing. It's more like a glitter. You can't even really see it on my wrist. Like, that's not being used. I'll put it that way. So you can skip the shimmery ones of these palettes. Feeling the vampy eye a bit. So I'm actually going to go in with this Pat McGrath eye pencil. This is the Ultra Glide eye pencil in the shade Black Coffee. And I'm going to do just like a little bit on the lower lash line and then tight line too, I think. Okay, these are very creamy. Didn't realize. Okay, did a quick little tight line and then just kind of brought it all along the lower lash line. I'm actually going to go back in to the darkest shade and just add a little bit of powder along the upper lash line. This is a little brush. I love the Pat McGrath pencil. So eyeliner pencils, they're a go from me when it comes to Pat McGrath. We are now going to curl the lashes and then add our mascara. Going in with the Ilia mascara. This is the Limitless lash mascara. Mascara's done. You can zoom back out here a little. I'm going to finish the rest of the face before we decide if we want to add shimmer to the eye. I actually think we're going to try out the blush that comes with this dipstick just to see. Actually, I lied. We're not doing that, but I just did put my fingernail in it. Let's use one of these Natasha Denona blushes. And these are all in the wrong packaging because I opened them for a video and did not put them back correctly. Let's go in with Vamped and see how we like that. We're going to use what should we use? I'm gonna try this with a brush. It's a very unique texture, so I'll probably have to go in with the Beauty Blender, but we'll see. I'm gonna do the darkest shade first, so just a little bit there. I'm kind of nervous. Huh, that looks quite good. I'm really shocked that this went on with a brush. I am gonna use the Beauty Blender though, just to blend it out a little bit more seamlessly. And then back in with that more like highlighty shade here over top. Okay, I think that's quite nice actually. Very nice. I would recommend these. We're actually having a good makeup day. Wow. Pop back in with a little bit more bronzer just to make everything super, super, super cohesive. Let's do a little bit of highlighting. We're gonna go in with Merit Highlighting Balm, Kava. I'm gonna use my finger to apply this actually. I'm definitely putting it on the brow bone and around the eyes as well. I'm gonna be kind of generous with this. For the nose, always. And a little bit on the bridge, and always the lip. So we pretty much just need, let's spray and then do lips. And then I think we're pretty much done. I'm thinking, do we do shimmer? Should we do like just a little glitter all over? Gonna do lips really quick. Benetint. You need to let that dry down a little. This is going to be a rapid fire ending because the camera is dying. So we're going to do Natasha Denona, lip liner, and Daphne really quick. And we're going to top that off. Pat McGrath. This is in the shade Bronze Venus. And these are absolutely stunning glosses, as you know. And then I want to add a little bit shimmer. So I'm going to use the Fenty all over like gloss bomb and just dab that onto the eye. So this isn't going to add any color. Just some glitter, which is exactly what we're looking for. We're going to add a little bit of the Fenty highlight. This is the Kilowatt in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and I'm just going to use this shimmery one. Last but not least, a final spritz and blend. Okay, this is the final look. I feel like it's perfect for tonight. Lots of shimmer. Love the eyeshadow palette. We are really having a makeup night. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.